Welcome to Earthly Reads, a My Cup of Earth production. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, where sunbeams filtering through leafy canopies whispered secrets to the forest floor, there lived a little rabbit named Rosie. She was a gentle soul with the softest, fluffiest fur that shimmered like moonlight on dew-kissed grasses. Rosie loved nothing more than spending her days exploring the enchanted woods, collecting sparkling acorns for her cozy burrow, and snuggling up by the fireplace with a good book. Her best friend, Luna the owl, would often perch beside her as they read together under the starry sky. One evening, as the breeze rustled through the leaves, casting a gentle hush over the forest, Rosie received an urgent visit from Professor Pippin, a wise old badger with spectacles perched on the end of his nose, his whiskers twitching with concern. He held a tiny, leather-bound book in his paws. "Rosie, my dear, I have some extraordinary news," he said in a voice as smooth as honey. "The forest is growing worried about something. The trees are whispering among themselves, and their ancient wisdom says that a long-forgotten spring has awakened deep within our heartwood." Intrigued, Rosie listened intently as Professor Pippin continued. "It seems that this spring has stirred the dreams of many creatures. Rabbits, squirrels, and even the trees themselves. Some believe it's a sign of renewal and new beginnings, while others worry about the balance of nature being disrupted." Without hesitation, Rosie offered to accompany Professor Pippin on a journey to uncover the source of the disturbance. As they set off into the sunset-scented twilight, the air filled with the sweet songs of crickets and the rustle of leaves, Rosie felt a thrill run down her spine. Their first stop was the Whispering Woods, where they met the wise old owls, who welcomed them with soft, low hoots. The owls shared tales of a hidden glade, where a family of deer had discovered a secret pool of crystal-clear water, its surface adorned with delicate lotus flowers. According to legend, this pool was a reservoir of pure magic, one that could heal the hearts of all living things. As they wandered along the winding forest path, Rosie discovered a tiny brook babbling over rounded rocks, its melodic song weaving a spell of enchantment around every step. With each branch she touched, she sensed the heartbeat of the forest, resonating deep within her chest. Suddenly, the sounds came alive, and she found herself surrounded by fireflies twinkling like tiny lanterns guiding her towards a secluded clearing. In the center of the clearing stood an enormous tree, its bark etched with vines of silver mist, its branches stretched toward the stars, meeting at a point where light reflected in the pool sparkled beyond. At the base of the tree, Rosie noticed a cluster of small stones glowing softly, emitting a gentle hum that harmonized with the singing of the fireflies. Luna joined Rosie beneath the magnificent tree's boughs, where she sang a lullaby to the droplets of dew-drenched petals hanging between its gnarled fingers. In the quiet hours, when darkness falls, and night whispers tales to those who listen well, listen closely, young one, to the whispers deep inside, for in the stillness, secrets wait to be disclosed. As Luna's melody wafted up, the trees nearby responded with gentle rumbles, and the wind carried the soft rustle of leaves into the pool. Rosie observed how the reflections began to ripple, spreading out in concentric patterns across the pool's surface. She saw the smallest fish swim to the middle, reflecting shades of turquoise and sapphire. Suddenly, two wispy shapes materialized near the edge of the pool. They drew closer with an ethereal quality that made Rosie feel connected to these mystical visitors. They were rabbits, drawn from different seasons past. They danced around the edge of the pool, speaking in hushed tones to the waves below. Their voices revealed tales of harvest festivals, midnights beneath moonlit skies, and feasts beneath star-studded nights. Professor Pippin smiled knowingly. his eyes shining like gold nuggets in a polished stone. He spoke a simple yet profound phrase in an ancient tongue, which translated itself perfectly into the language of the animals. "This means you've entered the pool of renewal," he declared. "Here, the essence of life flows freely, infusing your souls with the promise of new beginning." As he handed her the rolled-up book with pages yellowed like parchment, Rosie realized that this place embodied not just the cycle of growth but also peace and unity among all beings. Her heart filling with wonder, Rosie knew she must return home. However, as the creatures vanished into thin air, leaving behind only memories of lunar lights dancing above, a realization dawned. "You know, Rosie, sometimes we don't need a grand quest for answers. Sometimes it is simply taking a stroll through the woods, discovering beauty in plain sight, and listening deeply to the heart's own voice." Back in her cozy burrow, curled up beside the warmth of the fireplace, Rosie smiled to herself, feeling a sense of contentment wash over her. From that night on, whenever the forest whispered stories of change, Rosie would sit quietly by the window pane, reading books until Professor Pippin returned to take her back on another adventure. Ready to dance again under the cover of twilight. And so their bond grew stronger, bridging generations and connecting their minds, uniting them in celebration of natural wonders that bloomed in harmony beneath the ever-soft moonlight. And so, under the gentle glow of the night sky, every heart felt calm and safe as dreams carried them away. They lived happily ever after. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.